Hello there, and welcome back to another one of my videos. Before we get to the main story in this video, I was just wondering what type of role model you had growing up, like an uncle or a father. Maybe you had a dad that was goofy, who liked to dress up like a clown and entertain you and your friends. Maybe you had a dad that took you camping and allowed you to explore the great outdoors. Or maybe you had a dad that taught you how to fish and was present in your first catch. Or a dad teaching you how to catch and how to throw a ball for the first time. Or maybe your dad took you to the beach so you and him could shoot innocent people. Because that's exactly what this father and son did in Australia at a very popular, well-known beach. During a Jewish holiday, these two disgusting Islamists decided to go onto the beach and start shooting about 30 people, 16 of them which are dead now. One of them was a 10-year-old girl. Now, Australia has a very strict gun law, just like the UK. Law-abiding citizens like myself cannot own firearms for protection, house protection, or just outside protection, which leaves us constantly open to attacks, whether it be guns from gangs or crazy religious nutcases with machetes or knives. And because of that, we are constantly alert that any second of any day, what happened on this beach could happen right in front of our eyes at any given moment. And it's nothing we, as the citizens of this country, can do about it, other than ring the police and wait for their response. Now, it takes about, 15, maybe 20 minutes for the police to turn up. In that time, you got at least 30 people dead, maybe more. If law-abiding citizens were trained how to use a firearm and gave that right to hold that firearm on them, the second a crazed gunman appears, we the citizens can handle that situation before the police get there, saving countless lives. But sadly, our government will not listen. They do not give a flying fuck about our safety. They think we, the citizens, do not need guns, but it's okay for their families that have private security 24/7 and the security guards that protect their children and their houses have guns. Funny that, isn't it? Now, before I go on, I'm going to show you a few news clips and then afterwards I'll be back. Now, I have to warn you because it's quite graphic. You don't see nobody get shot or killed, but you do see the gunmen firing their weapons. I don't know how YouTube or TikTok or X is going to handle that level of content, whether or not it'll be taken down for being too Islamophobic or racist or whatever they want to fucking label it as. But I'll show you the clips now and then I'll be right back.
Place already famous across the world, but now Bondi Beach has a new indelible legacy. The scene of a mass slaughter of Jewish people celebrating the first day of Hanukkah on Sunday that a father and son shot into a crowd unable to escape. 15 people have been confirmed dead. The oldest, Alexander Kleitman, an 87-year-old Holocaust survivor. The youngest, a 10-year-old girl called Matilda. The incident is one of the deadliest mass shootings in Australian history. The attackers have been named locally as 50-year-old Sajid Akram, who was shot dead at the scene, and his 24-year-old son Naveed, who is in a critical condition in hospital. 2 ISIS flags were reportedly found in the suspect's car, and bomb disposal teams have found 3 improvised explosive devices at the scene.
Now, I don't give a flying fuck if you're pro-Palestine or pro-Israel. Fuck them both. I don't care about Palestine. I don't care about Israel. You know what I care about? innocent people getting shot. People who had nothing to do with this war being targeted. Like this little girl here. Just look at this picture. This man, this piece of shit, looked down the barrel of that gun, that rifle, looked into that scope, saw that child, and pulled the trigger. If you are a Muslim or an Islamic person, and you as an individual do not see that this is disgusting, you are the fucking problem. I do not care anymore. I am 110% Islamophobic. The word Islamophobic isn't even a fucking real word anyway. It was a made up word to silence people. You don't see Christians making up the fucking word called Christphobic. These people cannot handle criticism, so they made up a word like transphobic, racist, misogynistic, and all these other fucking words, and they used it to manipulate and silence people so they wouldn't be threatened or challenged. And not only that, phobia is something that you're afraid of. Yeah, I think a lot of people are afraid of extreme Islamic fucking nutcases that blow themselves up, chop people's heads off, and start shooting people on the fucking beach. I think we have the right to be Islamophobic now. We had that right years ago, before the Twin Towers. And what pisses me off the most is that the government are calling you this. The same government 24 years ago, before the war started after September 11th, turned round and said that if you do not support this war against these Islamic Muslim killers, you are the problem. And now, 23, 4 years later, they're calling you Islamophobic and racist for finding these people hateful. When it was our government who told us that these people were extremists. It was our government that told us that these people are fucking evil, that these people were the enemies. Now put it into this perspective. Imagine after World War II ended, right? And Winston Churchill opened our borders to German immigrants. All these men, no women, no children, 100,000 German men entering our country right after World War II. And the people of this land says, look, we don't want these fuckers here. They're our enemy. They're the threat. And then Winston Churchill turns around and say, stop being so German phobic. Stop being so Nazi phobic. It's fucking insane how we allow these people to still be here. China, Russia, Poland, Dubai. Do not allow these bastards in their country. They know the outcome. But our government is so fucking weak, they allow this to happen over and over again. Little girls getting stabbed, little girls being dragged into hotel rooms and sexually assaulted, kids being fucking killed and shot on the beach. And our government are too afraid to say anything because they're afraid to be called a word. Fuck that. Fuck these people. I am so sick and tired of this fucking religion. I am so sick and tired of our government being so fucking weak. We have judges in this country, in the UK, that will put a person in prison for 30 months for something they said on Twitter or X, sorry. And yet a Muslim man would rape a 12-year-old girl and get away with it because the judge thought the prison was too overcrowded for him. That's how fucking sick this country has gotten. That's how weak this country has gotten. Not just the UK, Australia as well. The people of this country who pay the government, we have the right to protect ourselves. Even if it's just our own home, we have that right. And we can't. We can't even hit a burglar with a fucking baseball bat. Now, the story goes that the dad died and the son lived. He's in stable condition, and I hope they give this fucker the chair. I really do. And like I said before in my last videos, leading up to Christmas, you are going to find a lot more of these attacks happening. I said it way back in October. Way back. Christmas is coming up. There are going to be more and more Islamic attacks. Germany knows this. They have shut down their Christmas markets because last time some crazy Islamic piece of shit drove a fucking vehicle through it. So yeah, that's where we are now in Europe and Australia, and soon to be other places like America. And don't think that this isn't going to happen in America, because it will. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. If you want to subscribe, please do so. I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, I'm on X. Um, and I've got a comment section down the bottom. It's open, it's for you to get in contact with me. I will read your comments. Tell me what you think about the situation or whatever situation that's happened in your area. I would love to hear about it. And please be safe. Christmas is coming up. Do not go out anywhere in public, like big gatherings. Like, I know you shouldn't have to be afraid, but just be careful because there are more attacks on the way. I assure you this now.